Aquarius, welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and start into your power. For those of you who have been here before, welcome. Thanks so much for being here for the first time. I'm so glad you're here. For those of you who are returning, thanks for coming back. It's a great thing that you're coming back to watch my stuff. If you've been watching my videos and it's been helping you and you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do this channel a favor, help this channel grow. Like this video, share it with someone who can benefit from these messages so that we get as many people as possible to watch these messages, whatever it is that's coming out here. All right. So Aquarius, if you haven't heard, if you haven't watched my other videos yet, I have been guided to only do one reading per zodiac per month going forward. Okay, this is going to be your monthly forecast for May. I'm going to be doing monthly forecasts going forward until something else changes. So this is what's happening. There will be an extended for this reading. It is your love situation, your love reading for the month of May 2023. Okay, that link to the extended reading is in the description box. If you go to capellawellness.com, just click on extended videos and you will see all the different types of extended videos there, to include the one for Aquarius for May. All right, we're also going to look into what is surrounding you for the month of May, what you need to be cognizant of, what you need to focus on for the month. All right, we'll then look into what you may be struggling with and how to get out of those struggles, what's coming to you that you don't see. All right. And lastly, we're going to get guidance from the Holy Spirit, how to best navigate these energies for your spiritual growth, because that's what this is about. And we're going to get some self-care tips. Okay. Self-care is important. You can't be doing your work without the self-care. So I have some self-care tips at the end to help you with these energies. All right. And to help you to stay in alignment and a high vibrational state. So I was feeling super hyper before your reading, Aquarius. I was actually dancing around my room listening to Robin's Show Me Love. My guide said, go pick a song before you do Aquarius's reading. And I went through my latest playlist that I do and that I create, and they told me to listen to that one, and it brought me back to my middle school days. Anyway, so I'm feeling pretty good, but we'll see what comes out. My Lord, Aquarius, you have a whole stack of cards, and I'm taking all of them. Here we go. I knew it. They were gearing me up so that my vibration was going through the stratosphere. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards, okay? And I always take them. You guys know, if you watch me, 1 card could come out, 2 cards could come out. I'm taking all of them. They said that I need to take all of them. So, wow. The majority of this is Earth, Pentacles, Aquarius. We have the 2 of Pentacles here with the King of Pentacles. Okay, this is all the physical realm. The Queen of Cups. We have a King and a Queen. Whoops. A King and a Queen here. I almost said queer, not that it matters. We have Judgment, and we have the Page of Pentacles. And look what's at the bottom of the deck. We've got 4 court cards here. The Empress is underneath the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Knight as the underlying energy. Okay, so as usual, I'm always getting things. There are different groups here. You need to be honest already with where you are at in your situation. The first thing I'm getting is someone here. Could be you, could be someone that you're dealing with. I gotta get my feet into position here. Somebody likes feet. Anyway, somebody's got strong like Taurus. Woo, that needs to come out. Taurus energy. Okay, but either way, I'm looking at the Judgment card because it's kind of like in the middle here, all right? Someone here has made a decision, a very serious decision. I'm hearing the decision has been made because there has been a huge wake-up call for someone or for you. Take it how it fits. But I'm starting with somebody here because we have all these people. We've got child energy here. We've got an adolescent. We've got like a father. We have a mother. There's a lot. There could be a lot of people that you're dealing with too, but The biggest thing for me, even though it's not the beginning of the deck here, it's like someone's making a decision because somebody was oscillating between options. You can go with this or you can go with that. You can go with this or you can go with that, right? It's like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Do I do this or do I not do this? But there's also a transition happening here. This is about being adaptable to change. Someone's starting to realize with that decision here, I have a second shot at this. There's a second chance with this Judgment card. But that's because the divine is bringing in the second chance for this person. It's the wake-up call. It's like the angels blaring their trumpets in your ear saying, hey man, get up and go. That's an action-oriented card too. It's liberation. It's freedom. I'm freeing you from this world that you don't want to be in. You either make the choice or you don't. And I've been getting that. I think Taurus got that message or something. This has been coming up about whether you're going to walk through that door, you're going to make that decision, or you're not. But this decision that needs to be made, it's going to bring liberation. It's going to bring freedom. It's bringing new beginnings. All right? This is not casting judgment upon yourself, upon other people. There's also a massive energy of forgiveness here. This Judgment card stems from when God gives us grace. Okay? He forgives us for the stupid shit that we do, but he always gives us chances. We've been given chance over and over and over again, whether you realize this or not. And because we are God within, we have the ability to give other people chances. Okay? Now it's up to that person where they're going to take that up or not, and whether they're actually going to do something beneficial with it or not. Okay? It's kind of like doing the right thing with this Judgment card. I feel justice as well, doing the righteous and just thing. And with the King and Queen here, it's like a lot of nurturing energy, a lot of warmth, a very lighthearted, down-to-earth energy, very compassionate, wanting to take care of other people, okay? Both spiritually and materially. So it could very well be someone has been like, I don't know. What do I do with this? I know I need to change. I need to be adaptable to change. And I know that there's something better for me with this Judgment card. When I make this choice here, this option that's being presented to me by God, I need to trust my intuition and understand that this is going to be better for me. I'm going to feel more free, more liberated, more at peace. This is understanding the purpose of everything that I've gone through. Your life's lessons. All the ups and downs have led you to this moment. And God's asking you, are you going to choose life? Are you going to choose love? Are you going to choose happiness or not? Are you going to choose peace? Are you going to choose freedom? Or you're going to stay stuck in this back and forth energy? I don't know what to do. Do I stay here and just wallow in my sorrows and just not take action on things? And we have the Knight. The overall energy is buckling down and getting things done. Like, stop being so stubborn and stop with the lack of follow through with something. Either you're going to do it or you are not. And some of you know intuitively, you guys are very psychic and very intuitive. Your intuition's been screaming to you, and then you have the angels and the heavens and God even telling you, confirming your intuition. Take this path. Make this decision. Take that option that I'm giving to you. It's a second chance for everybody here. But it's up to you what you do with it. You're either going to be free of this or you're not. I'm hearing Dead or Alive by Bon Jovi. And that's also a video game, right? From the Sega Dreamcast. Wow, that's old school. I'm seeing like the chicks with the big boobs playing volleyball and shit. Yeah, I used to play that. That was fun. Anyway, I'm going off a different path. I don't know where the hell I'm going. But anyway, dead or alive. Are you going to choose to remain dead? Okay, here we go. What is it going to be, Aquarius? Are you going to choose death or life? That is what's going on here. And some of you are like, what? This does not mean proverbial death. Because in the judgment card, they're coming out of coffins. All right? This is like the ego death. The old self, your old patterns, your old ways of thinking. There's stubbornness here for some of you. You guys are a fixed sign, okay? And there's no judgment here. But it's the truth with the shadow side of Aquarius. Being stuck in your ways, being rigid, being obstinate. It's like, no, I'm not budging. I'm not changing. Change isn't going to do me any good. I like things the way that they are. But are they what you want them to be, Aquarius? Is this the life that you really want to be living? When you know there's a whole other world for you, a whole new beginning to feel more liberated and free from whatever this coffin you are living in. It's like you've enclosed yourself in a box. And you can have all the freedom in the world to do what your heart wants, to follow love, to follow those things that make you feel warm and fuzzy inside and make you feel in the flow and joyous and happy and stable and secure. Make you feel like a king, to make you feel like a queen. Are you going to be this peasant or are you going to be part of the royalty? It's your choice. You have so many court cards here. So there's something about like letting go of this stubbornness or like not following through with things or lack of foresight. When you have the gift of foresight, for some of you. Some of you got strong water in your chart too. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, because that's there, the Queen of Cups. This is like renewed hope. This is for some of you. God gave you the Pentacle with the wake-up call. Hey, here's the second chance. That's also Ace of Pentacles. There's three aces of Pentacles here with the King, the Page, and the Knight. But it's more like, are you going to take this gift from God? Or are you going to stay back and live that life in the coffin? It's a matter of life or death here, Aquarius. And this is more of death pertaining to a life where you feel dead inside. Nothing's growing. Nothing's expanding. Nothing is evolving. Nothing's changing because you refuse to change for the better. If you're expecting something in your outside world to be more glorious, to be more liberating, to be more free, what is it about your life, about you, that you need to change? Change starts with us first, Aquarius. It's not the outside in, it's the inside out. Okay? I'm also hearing with this Two of Pentacles, am I going to choose money over love? Am I going to choose status? Am I going to choose possessions, material things over love? I think we're all smart enough, Aquarius, to know where that leads us, right? The life of money, greed, power, material things, possessions, status, what car you're driving, what house you're living in, what clothes you're wearing, what type of career you have, what type of accolades and degrees you have. That never brings us a life of liberation. It doesn't bring us a life of freedom. It's the spiritual aspect of this. It's the freedom to just flow with life and just take on anything that comes at us, but knowing that we're going to be in a state of peace and gratitude and having love flow through us and out of us. And having that never-ending flow brings us to a state of peace. There's also an energy of having compassion and understanding for people. The welfare of others with this King of Pentacles. It's like a father figure, but the father knowing that he provides for the family. And when he is well-to-do, when he has more than others, he gives freely. He doesn't judge others based on their circumstances financially, based on their appearance, based on their background, based on their past. Because that king also has got the Queen of Pentacles. Well, there's the Queen. Yeah, I didn't say that by mistake. The Queen of Cups energy within him. He provides and he gives freely because he has compassion and understanding for others. This is like a philanthropist here. He's so wealthy and so well-to-do. This is a Boaz for me. If you don't know anything about Boaz, go look it up. It's in the Bible. The story of Ruth and Boaz. The wealthy man who's very giving and very nurturing, very understanding, very compassionate, even though he has strong masculine energy within him. But he also has strong feminine. And he takes care of those who are less fortunate. He takes care of those who are struggling. He takes care of those who need assistance, who need help. There's something here with a mother and a child here about a King of Pentacles, someone who's just, you know what? I have the resources, I have the provisions, I have the money, I have the this to take care of a mother and a child. A man who doesn't take care of his woman is not a man. It's not. This King of Pentacles fits that role of taking care of his woman and taking care of the family. The provider. The ultimate provider here. And he's not worried about where his money comes from because he's so grounded. He's so in tune with God and his emotions. He has the ability to manifest the wealth, the abundance, to include excellent health, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, materially. This is a master manifester. This is a master healer of the self. He knows that like money isn't going to make him feel better. He knows that if he's taking excellent care of himself, his emotions, everything that I just said, he's going to call in abundance in all forms. When he takes care of himself, he's being nurturing to himself and others, compassionate, understanding, forgiving. Understanding that people go through battles they know nothing about. But he can still see the struggles right through people because of that intuition that he has. The gift of foresight. Well, I'm not going to judge them. If I feel in my heart of hearts that they need some help, that I need to do something, then I will do it. And somebody here, or you're being called to help others. You're being called to be healers and counselors and philanthropists and God knows what else, providers. It depends because this is a collective reading. This is about learning all of these things. What is really of value in life. Choosing the pentacle that you know is right for you. That you're being called to take, to choose, that you're intuitively being called to take. This is not worrying about what will happen in the future when you make this choice. When you make that change. When you go through with that transition, because you know change is inevitable. Change is what helps us grow, learn, and evolve. We're always growing. We're always going to be the student and the teacher here. Okay? So you're going from the Two of Pentacles, and here's the page. This could be about communicating something, apologizing for something, being willing to learn from someone or do research or something like that. It's about understanding that you got to put in the hard work for things if you want to achieve something. But you've got to make the decision to actually do something about it. You make the choice, realize, yeah, this is something new for me. It's a new beginning. I've never done this before. This is The Apprentice. It's funny because that used to be a show, right? Donald Trump's show a long time ago. The Apprentice. Okay? What can I learn from this? How can I grow from this? If I know I need to make a change, if I like Man in the Mirror, right? What Michael Jackson was trying to teach us through that song. Gonna make a change for once in my life. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right, right? You're being given that option, but it's like you're teeter-tottering between it, knowing already intuitively what that option is that you need to take to create change in your life. And yeah, you may be starting over. This may be a new career for you. Learning something different. Maybe learning about spirituality, psychic abilities, learning about tarot or whatever, because she's also a tarot reader. This stuff changes people. Divination is not supposed to be foretelling. I say this quite often in my readings. I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear, and a lot of you understand this. I'm here to tell you what you need to hear. But it's not just talking. It's my guides talking. It's angelic realm coming through. This judgment card. I'm the messenger. Gabriel is in this card. Archangel Gabriel here. I'm just a messenger. It's up to you to make that change. For you to follow through with the advice given. I can't do that for you. Neither can anybody else. This is about making choices and getting the guidance to make those choices, to make those changes if you want your life to change. This is about becoming the better version of yourself. All this stuff that's here. And that deals with putting in the hard work and learning something new. Learning something different. Divination is supposed to get you there. It's supposed to get you closer to God. It's supposed to get you to this judgment card. You understand the purpose of your life and what you are here to do. You all have a calling. Are you going to answer the call or are you not? What did I say? It's a life or death situation. You either choose death or you choose life. Are you going to answer? Or are you going to still stay living in that coffin? The choice is yours. All this energy with the King of Pentacles, the Page, and the Knight of Pentacles, this is hard work, okay? Getting to Queen, King status is hard work, but it's already within you. You just got to put in the effort and the patience and the diligence and the perseverance to take it one day at a time, because the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight. Slow and steady wins the race. But wait until you realize who you become at the end of the day. And when you're willing to make that change and put in the hard work and effort, you will start to see the results, but not necessarily in the physical, but within you. That's the most important piece of this. And when you get there, God will bless you with some significant rewards. This is also you working very hard on mastering that faith, unwavering faith of trusting in God and in your purpose, your life's calling. I'm getting another message, but I'll get there in a minute. Significant rewards are given to those who follow their calling, who follow their purpose, even though it seems crazy, even though people think that they've lost their damn minds. But when you have unwavering faith with continuing to follow your divine guidance, continue to heed the call, and you stay on that track, you persevere. Just like, yeah, it's taking a long time for me to see the results, for me to see my rewards, but I know this is what I've been called to do. I know this is my purpose. Because I feel free. I feel liberated. I am not tied down to the materialistic world, like blue pill, red pill in the Matrix, right? Like the shadow side of this. I'm not tied to the 3D world. I'm not tied to materialism. That's devil energy. Those are the chains that bind you because of programming, because society telling us we need to have these things to be successful. We need to have these titles and accolades and jobs and careers and degrees. Do you see anybody who's attaining all of this type of success through those things and having a tremendous amount of peace and love and flow in their life and just being in excellent health and not having any care or worry in the world? There are very few people who can do that. So there is another message here that someone's trying to make a decision. It's like you're trying to be a mother and a father, perhaps. Like you're doing both roles when you were only meant for one role. And only you know what that is. Either you're going to be the masculine predominantly in the physical or the feminine in the physical. We all have masculine and feminine energies within us. But when it comes to the physical world, because we have all of these pentacles here, which is the physical world, we are meant to fulfill one of those roles in the physical. Either you're the provider, or you provide in the physical realm, you give in the physical realm, or you provide through spirituality, the emotional realm. The emotional support. And then that works between the two of you, especially in a relationship, because we have a king and a queen here. You understand your role as the nurturer, as the emotional supporter, as the sustainer of the masculine, while the masculine is the one who's providing in the physical and taking care of the home, the family, and the feminine. You don't do both. And I've said this in your reading before, and it's been a while since that message came out. And there is something about children here. It's like somebody specific here is like deciding, oh, I'm doing both roles here. I can't do both. Two of Pentacles. What do I do? Do I spend time being more of the mother, the nurturer? Or do I try to spend time doing that and being the business owner and doing the this and doing the that? Being the provider too? No, that is not part of the divine order. And God did not intend for man to live alone either. And God did not intend for a man to be both female, male roles and for a woman to be both male, female roles. You get the point, right? You have a divine masculine and a divine feminine. Part of the divine order is you are either one or the other, not both. So there could be somebody who's coming around here. There could very well be a very serious, solid offer being made to you because they have heard the call. Say, hey, you need to go help these people out. You need to do something. You need to support. You need to provide in the physical. There's good news coming in. And there's some significant reward for you just continuing your purpose and understanding what your role is on this earthly plane. And you not trying to overstep your boundaries or overstep your roles. Your role, I mean. There's a transition happening here. For those of you who have been trying to be both roles of like mother, father, right? Because some of you are single parents. Of you trying to be the masculine and the feminine in the physical, that is changing. If you have been the feminine and you're having to do, especially single parent, you're having to both provide and protect and to nurture and to support emotionally and all these other things, be the mother and the father, right? That role is changing because somebody's coming in to offer you help. This is resources. These are provisions. This is abundance in all forms. This is money coming in. There's a lot of money. Someone has a lot of money. Okay? Someone's worked very hard to attain this type of significant wealth here. It could very well be a masculine where they finally followed the call, heeded the call, freed himself from the self-imposed bondage that the devil, the materialistic world brings. And they worked very hard on their inner child healing, because the page is here, on their health, understanding that God is the one who's the only source and supply. That is what the king, the page, and the knight of pentacles understand. That God gives us the resources. God gives us the money. He sends us people to give us the money, to give us the resources, whatever this is. And some masculine here has understood this. And because of that, it's Judgment Day. And now God's saying, okay, I'm going to reward you with a tremendous amount of wealth because of the hard work that you've done, for you realizing what your role is, for you realizing that everything isn't about money, and God knows what else. For choosing love as opposed to money, for choosing love as opposed to status and career and all these other things. And because now this masculine has all this wealth, now he's being called again to provide for the queen, who's helped him change dramatically, who's helped him change in ways he never thought possible, because of the unconditional love she had for the king, because of the compassion and forgiveness she's already given him before the king asked her for forgiveness. And there is an energy of this king. He's already in his power. He's coming in to be this bold, brave person, to buckle down, get things done, to be accountable for his actions and his life choices, to do the honorable thing in giving this offer. And of course, there's like an apology here, but this king is doing something bigger than that. He is showing in the physical to this queen what he's going to do, because he's very serious about this. He's very serious about providing. There's something about, I'm going to take very good care of you from now on. You and your child, for whoever this is, for those of you who have children. I'm going to give you the world. I'm going to give you everything, because the King of Pentacles is talking to me now. And this King of Pentacles he's been on the fence. We've been getting a lot of on the fence energy here. What's more important? Love? Be sitting here, let's say Scrooge McDuck, swimming in the vault of money? Or am I going to share it with others who need it? Am I going to be the provider? Am I going to give my wealth and be this philanthropist? Am I going to be helping others in need? Right? The Boaz person. It's a very emotional story. And someone here is like, this is new for me. I never seen life like this. I never thought that I could love someone this way, but also think that I can provide, that I can be there, the physical. This is also someone who's very devoted, very loyal, very trustworthy. There's a lot of trustworthy energy here. So whatever this communication comes in, they're damn serious about it, and they're going to be damn honest with you too. With this big offer that comes in, there's no going back, because they're moving forward with this. Because they know once they bring this in, that's it. Because this is happening in the physical world now. This is not happening in the 5D, in the heavens, whatever. This is all now happening, taking action in the 3D world with all of this earth energy. This is what compassion and unconditional love does to people, Aquarius. It changes people. And you don't have to do shit in the physical for those changes to happen. You do it from your heart space. You pour that love out to this person. And it's other people too. You're not just dealing with the masculine here. You're dealing with other people around you who are seeing you as an example of Christ's consciousness of unconditional love. When people see how understanding you are and how forgiving you are, that changes people. When you are forgiving, and of course, it doesn't condone what they did. You don't have to be best friends, however, you have to understand the purpose in all of this with the Judgment card. That casting judgment doesn't do anybody any good. Not for yourself and for other people. Because we all know, we should know, people are going through battles we know nothing about. Internal battles. And sometimes people want to keep that inside, like King of Cups, even though he's not here. I don't see him, but I feel him. I don't need to see him on the table. It's like somebody here has had the ability to change someone so dramatically, right? Transitioning to someone they never saw themselves as ever, because of that compassion and understanding that you've had, because you never casted judgment on this person. You let bygones be bygones, and as I said, forgiveness is for you. It's not for them. And when you forgive yourself, and you forgive other people who've done you wrong, and they see that, when you don't have any grudges, when you don't have a resentment or bitterness or like this like vindictive energy in your heart, and they see like, wow, like I really like messed up here. I'm not proud of it, but they're still understanding, because that Queen of Cups sees the divinity in people. She's exuding all of this Christ consciousness that other people like, where does that come from? But that's because she also learned that on her own. And she also learned to nurture herself and love herself first. That's why self-love is a very important part of this journey. Because when you can do that, you can give that same love to anybody and anyone. No matter who they are. No matter what their past is. It's like that freaking Backstreet Boys song. As long as you love me, right? I don't care who you are, what you did. As long as you love me. We all fuck up. Every last one of us. I would hope that you watching this would want someone to forgive you for something, let alone God forgiving you for the fuck ups. There's not one person on this planet who doesn't jack things up. Me included. That's when God comes in. He's like, you know what? I know you messed up. But I'm going to give you another chance. And another one. And another one. And another one. Some of you may have been given multiple chances to somebody. And they just like, they didn't know what to do with it. Because they were still trying to juggle things. Being a single father, having a kid, what do I do with this relationship? I have a child, they have a child, how are we going to make this work? There's one. I have this job, I have this career, I have all this wealth. I'm afraid to share my wealth with someone because I shared my wealth and someone screwed me over or whatever. Somebody married me for money. That's for somebody here. Being stubborn, being obstinate. I don't want to change. I don't want to fulfill that role. I don't want to do that. I don't want to listen to God. That becomes dangerous in most cases. So if you've been given chances to someone and they just weren't taking that up in their opportunity, it's because they weren't ready yet, or they were still trying to juggle things, or were still trying to decide on things. I've got this going on, I've got that going on. Again, there's a huge energy about like single parents and children here. We should all know that kids are our top priority, right? We don't put our kids way in the back burner, but we don't put ourselves on the back burner either. There were also probably money issues with the juggling of the Two of Pentacles. Instability when it came to finances. Do you expect to have a harmonious sacred union with a masculine when their finances aren't in check and they're trying to kind of clear stuff out? There could have been legal issues too because of this judgment card. Child support, child custody battles, God knows what else, inheritances. You can't have harmonious sacred union when a masculine is still trying to like balance all these things out. It has to be balanced perfectly, even in the physical, before the masculine is ready to provide for the feminine. That King of Pentacles has been working on his finances, his financial security and stability to give to the feminine. So she doesn't have to worry about anything. So she and her children, her child, don't have to worry about anything. And so if you've been like trying to give somebody a chance here, it most likely is probably because they were not financially secure and stable yet. They didn't have the court case cleared out yet. They didn't get full custody of their child yet. So when we're looking at, I've given all this other chances, and they didn't do this because, again, it is decided by God when this king is ready, when the masculine is ready, not you, not me, not the masculine. It's God. When God says wake up, when God says go, that is when the masculine will go. When God sees, okay, the King of Pentacles is ready to go. He's financially stable, secure. He's mastered his health. He's not in any type of drama with the child, with the ex-spouse, whatever, with the courts, with the money, with the jobs, with the success. No, none of that. It's a lot of hard work to get there. So when we're thinking about someone coming here with a solid offer, and you may be thinking, I'm not giving this person another chance, think about what I just said. Because this person was trying to get stable. Your person was smart enough to understand, I'm not bringing in the feminine when my own life isn't stable yet, when these court battles haven't been finalized yet, when my finances haven't stabilized yet, when I haven't like closed out the business deal or brought myself to more of a abundant mindset, an abundant flow by attracting the abundance and not me working my ass off to get the money. This is something that I hear every now and again. I actually watched an Aquarius reading about something about you've given this person all these chances and you're not going to give them any more chances. How many chances has God given you? Think about that. And it's exactly what I was talking about. They couldn't take you up on that offer because they were not ready. God said they were not ready. You cannot control divine timing. You cannot control what somebody chooses in their lives. You got to focus on you, continue to do the hard work, and focus on you. Keep your eye on the prize. Focus on your mission, your purpose, your calling. And then when God says this person's ready, then they will come in with the solid offer, because this is the knight that doesn't want to fuck it up. Very meticulous, has a very methodical plan. Took his time, because when this comes in, He knows there's no going back. But he had to make sure all the ducks were in a row. Slow and steady wins the race. You do not want a Knight of Swords to come in here giving you a sword. You want a pentacle. So those of you who are being impatient, impatience is going to be one thing, and I know this is triggering some of you, that you're going to have to work on. There's so much going on here, it's not even funny. And some of you need to realize that. You cannot rush things, and you cannot rush someone to make a decision. I for sure as hell don't like feeling rushed. You need to make a decision now. Absolutely not. At the end of the day, God is going to be the one to make the decision. He's going to know when it's time to go. And he will tell this person when it's time to go. I totally believe in second chances. And sometimes if I give that and nothing changes, okay, well, that's on them, not on me. And yeah, maybe if the person doesn't come in for third, fourth, or whatever, then it wasn't meant to be type of thing. But there could even be people who come back around, and maybe it might not be starting a relationship with you, but it's kind of like forgiveness. Like, well, let's just start over. Let's just build a friendship. Let's just build something more solid going forward. Especially if you're dealing with an ex-spouse here for some of you. You can't have everything under the sun when you're like, nope, I'm not giving second chances. Nope, I'm not going to forgive. Nope, I'm not going to be understanding. Nope, I'm not going to be compassionate. Well, have fun being a bitter, scorned person, because true love is not going to be knocking on your door if you continue to live a life like that. That is a strong energy of Shadow Knight of Pentacles with the stubbornness and being obstinate. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to forgive because they screwed me over. Well, again, Aquarius, you've been getting this message for years. Don't expect material wealth to flood in, to attract it, because you're not in the vibration for it. Don't expect true love to be knocking on your door. Don't expect somebody to come in as a Boaz who really wants to provide for you. And to be there, they will be there emotionally. They will be there to nurture you and to protect you and to take very good care of you. But don't expect some person to do that for you when you're not doing that for yourself. When you don't even believe that people can do that. Makes no sense. Makes no sense whatsoever. And if you can't be compassionate and understanding, don't expect people to take care of you, especially when you're not taking care of those emotions and you're not giving out that unconditional love out there. That's just how the law of the universe works, guys. You can take it for what you want or not. Again, I'm the messenger. I can't tell you what to do. But I sure as hell know the steps that are taken to have a Boaz come into your life, whether you're male or female. To have harmony and peace within the family, within your marriage, within your relationships, within your home. Someone who, especially if it's a man who's gonna, again, a man who doesn't take care of his woman is not a man. Because that's supposed to be the role here. And it could very well be flipped where there is a feminine, there are feminines who are masculine in their role who could be doing the opposite. But you can't do both roles. Period. It's not part of the divine plan. It's not part of the divine order, because there's no harmony when somebody's trying to fill both roles. There's no balance there. And when you're trying to attract somebody like that, a lot of hard work has to be put into you, and you making the necessary changes, and you being patient with that. And you being patient with someone who's also changing. Let's see what you might be struggling with for the month of May. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian, Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. It's funny, this card is coming at a 45-degree angle. You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, and community. Look at all the physical energy with the pentacles there. Struggling with being isolated, being in hermit mode. Needing some physical touch, needing some, there's strong like earth energy there with the physical touch here for somebody. Needing hugs, needing affection, but more like physical affection. Physical connection, as it says. Some of you are struggling kind of like with the self-love, giving that love to yourself, because some of you are too dependent on getting that outside of yourselves. And some of you may have very well been in isolation for a long time, and you're like, man, I need some physical touch. I need some physical connection here. I need a hug. I need this. I need that. It will come in due time when the time is right. With the Judgment card, when God says, okay, I'll give that to you. But remember with that, you're not alone card. You have your guides, you have your angels, you have yourself. To nurture yourself first. And then everything will come to you. And even though you may be in that energy already for some Aquarians here, know that God's got your back. And let me tell you, it is tough to not have that physical connection, especially with your counterpart. Every now and again, it's like, oh man, this is tough. When the person's not physically there. But then you have to remember that your masculine is always there in the 5D. You have to remember that you have your angels, God, your guides, to give you that support. And sometimes you can feel your person around you or wrapping their arms around you in the physical, but it's coming from like an apparition, or their energy is so strong that they're manifesting themselves in the physical, but you can't see them yet, but you can feel them. That happened to me just last night. And it's happened to me on more than one occasion. And then that goes to show you, you can actually feel the physical aspect of someone that you're longing or you miss or something like that. In the 3D, but they're not actually physically there. That's power in itself. There's also, with some of you, struggling to be on your own, to transition to being in isolation. It could go both ways. Two of Pentacles. I don't want to be by myself. I gotta have people around me. I understand that. In Aquarius, you know, if you're Aquarius moon, you can be like, or the Aquarius, detach. I gotta detach myself. But then sometimes you're detached for too long, and you get too far out into space. It's like, oh, this is not good either. So some of you, it's the flip side of this, where you're afraid to be alone. Because you need some physical attention, some physical connection, some physical touch here. But God does his greatest work when you are in isolation. That's what helps you to get to that king-queen status. There's also having to be in a community of people to help you get through whatever this is, to help you go through these changes. Whether you're needing physical connection or you're needing, you're having a hard time being alone. When you're surrounded by your soul tribe, your community, when you're connecting more with God, your angels, your ancestors, your spirit team, it helps you to get through those things. Because at the end of the day, all you need is God to begin with. And then there are other people in a sense of community where they can help you with these changes, with these transitions. Help you to be more patient, help you to be more diligent and to persevere and continue to put in the hard work, whatever this is. Bottom of the deck is portal. A lot of other signs have been getting this card. Doors are opening, you decide, rewards, wild card. What did I say about the significant rewards? For those of you who've been really mastering this and you've been alone for quite some time, you're not going to be alone anymore, which is why I was channeling the single parent with the child. But this is after you've been living your life's purpose for some while, you've been doing your hard work, and you haven't been complaining about it. And you have been preparing yourself for this connection for quite some time, because the Knight of Pentacles takes a while to get to where he needs to be. Years even. Remember, the choice is yours. What did I say? It's your decision. You either make the change, you make the transition, or you don't. Life or death. Which one is it going to be? Are you going to go the choose your own adventure route? You're going to be by yourself, learn to work on yourself, self-love, self-care, mastering your health, your healing, to get you into a high vibrational state where you attract abundance like it's flowing like water? Or are you going to continue to be afraid to, like, I need physical people there? Remember, it's your choice. I can't make the decision for you. God is giving you the option. He's not going to make that decision for you until you continue to run into a pattern where I can't have you not making this decision anymore. Because the door's open. This is the eclipse in Scorpio, which occurs May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. Tacos and margaritas, right? This door's opening. A lot of signs have been getting this same message. You're either going to walk through it or you're not. And if this is like the 5th, 10th, 20th, 50th time you've been hearing this, this is not a coincidence. If you've been guided to make a decision on something, to follow your calling, whatever this is, your intuition keeps nagging at you. Your guides keep nagging at you. And I don't want to nag on you, but I keep channeling the same message. It's to get it in your head. You're being told what you need to hear, not what you want. And some of you, you're not making that decision yet. When it's going to be the best decision of your life. You just don't see the road ahead of you, and you're not supposed to see it. The rewards are there, but if you look at this portal, she can't see shit through that thing. Oh my God, am I going to fall off a cliff? Am I going to get sucked up into another galaxy? Like, what is this? It's kind of like that portal that Mario goes through in the Super Mario movie, for those of you who watched it. Right? Going through that pipe. And then it looks like this. All this psychedelic shit going on. Where the hell am I going? And look where he ends up. But look, with all of that stuff, he works hard. He doesn't give up, right? When Princess Peach tells him, wow, you don't ever quit. This is not a quitter right here. No matter how long it fucking takes, he doesn't quit. He keeps going. He stays on the path. He stays focused. Diligence, perseverance, determination. I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. It's going to work out. I'm going to get there. Right? So this portal that Mario goes through, this is funny, I'm talking about the Mirror movie. It's no wonder I watched it with my son on Sunday night. Wow, look at this place. Oh, I was going to be a plumber in Brooklyn. Now I'm in here. But look what he was leveling up to. And he had to eat the mushrooms that he didn't like to help him with his growth, to help him to fulfill his purpose by saving Brooklyn, by saving the Mushroom Kingdom, by everything else. You can learn a lot from movies like this, these guys. It's the same thing that this reading is talking about. You put in the hard work, you will get the rewards. But it's when God says you are ready to receive them. But it's choice, whether you're going to put in the hard work or not, whether you're going to walk through that door or not, even though you can't see through those psychedelic whatchamacallits. But they're there. There's something here about somebody struggling with like being in isolation. Maybe they've been used to being a single parent or being alone for so long, and God's been calling them, I've got something better for you here. Here's your chance. Here's your opportunity to free yourself from being alone, from being a single parent, from doing this, everything, from fulfilling both roles. But this person intuitively knows that the rewards are there on the other side. They feel it. They can't see it, but they feel it. And for the others of you, your hard work is paying off. You've remained faithful, you remain diligent. With that unwavering faith, God is rewarding you with something significant here. It's pretty big. And this comes with a shit ton of money for somebody. Like millions of dollars for someone. But that's not until you overcome this stubbornness, indecisiveness, impatience. You have to overcome the impatience, the indecisiveness, the stubbornness, all of that stuff, and stay the course. Just say, I know this is going to take long. I know this has been taking a while, but I'm going to get there. For those of you who persevered, and you were understanding, and you were not rushing somebody to make a decision, you were not forcing someone to do something, you were being patient as all hell to make sure that this person coming back into your life with an offer will not go back on their word, will not repeat the same behaviors they did every time they tried to make an offer. That's when you're going to be rewarded with more than you thought you were going to get out of this. There are new opportunities coming. There's also a change in career for somebody. You may be partnering with someone in a business, or they're going to ask you to partner with them in their business, whatever it is. Or you may be the one who's going to be like giving them, like helping them with ideas or something like that. Doing some of the work, but not all of the work. Something like that. So I want to share again, because after the night here, what did I say? That the Empress was sticking out? This king is coming in to make a very serious offer for this person who's fully embodying and integrating the Empress in her everyday life. She's the embodiment of all the queens. She's like the ultimate, she's the epitome of unconditional love, compassion, understanding, forgiveness, and patience. She doesn't seek validation outside of herself. She doesn't rush things. And when people want to help her, she accepts the help. This is the divine feminine who's not supposed to provide. Okay? She's attracting the Emperor, this King of Pentacles, to provide for her. She will no longer have to lift a finger because she's fully in her divine feminine Christ power. And she's been patient through it the whole time. She's continuing to take care of herself. She may very well look younger than she is, than what she was before she started her journey. She dresses very well. She has self-care routines that make her feel lively and vibrant and young on the inside, and that's actually exuding on the outside. She's a mother, too, for some of you. She has this radiant energy. She's sitting there pretty on her throne. She's ruling her own empire. And she knows that she cannot rule continuously without the Emperor. She knows that it takes two to tango. That she was not meant to live life alone. But she's got to get to her power to attract her equal. And they can rule together, and they're going to rule. They're going to have some amazing life here. And this Empress has worked very hard on herself. And she's done this for years. And she never let it down. She did go through struggles, but she knew at the end of the day, God's always got her back. She's always connected to God and the angelic realm and her guides and her ancestors. She's continuing to follow her true purpose. As part of that purpose is divine feminine here. She has achieved the perfect balance of the masculine and feminine energies. But she knows that her ultimate role is the feminine in the physical. Things are coming to fruition. She's about to give birth to what it is she's been trying to manifest. But she knew that the bigger the manifestation, the longer it takes, and she's all about divine timing. She's all about God's plan. She doesn't manipulate it. She doesn't try to take things out of it, try to put things in it. No, she sticks to her path, to her calling, to what God has asked her to do. And all the while, she remains in her feminine power. And she's in tune with her Shakti, her sexuality, her sensuality, those sides of herself that she may have been reserved about. She's not afraid to dress the way that she wants. She's not afraid to put her hair the way she wants. She's not afraid of changes. She's not afraid of changing her appearance for the better. Let me try this out. Oh, this makes me look more vibrant, or this makes me feel even better than what I was before. She dresses the part. I talked about this in a feminine reading, where if you want to be a ruler here, you want to rule an empire, you're not going to be sitting on your throne in yoga pants and a tank top. You're not. You can do that on your downtime or when you're working out in the gym. You don't see her in yoga pants and in a sports bra. And her hair all like pulled up all the time. Like, I'm not going to do this, anything with my hair. I'm not going to like whatever. I'm not going to fix it. I'm just going to put it up in a bun and just walk out the door, whatever. I'm going to trigger somebody. If some of you, that is your lifestyle right now, and you're like, oh, I'm a divine feminine, an emperor is going to look at you. That's not a divine feminine. That's not an empress over there. She doesn't look the part. If that's you going around looking disheveled or whatever, just like I said it before, like being frumpy or whatever, or it's like, you know, you just kind of like, oh, let me just put on something and just go do this reading. No, like for me, I put on my eye makeup. I was like, oh, I have these awesome earrings that match my shirt. And my nails still match my shirt. Everything else matches, if you're wondering. And I'm like, no. I'm not just going to go do this reading and half-ass it. I'm a fucking divine feminine. I'm going to look like it too, and I'm going to act like it. So for some of you, this may have to do with like a physical appearance too, because we got a lot of physical energy here. And you can be bold, and you can curse, and you can be brave. That is the masculine within you. But you don't see me here dressing like a dude, and there's no offense to those feminines who dress like guys. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying here is, I have that strong masculine Christ energy within me because it's coming through me right now, right? I'm not fucking afraid to trigger the shit out of anybody. I don't care what anybody says because you can't dethrone me. I know where I stand and I know where my power is. But when I'm speaking truth, I will speak it hardcore. That is when I have my masculine balance with my feminine. You don't see me here dressing like a dude trying to like dictate things to you. Trying to get you to open your mind and your heart up to what's coming through me. Okay? So there's something here about acting, dressing, thinking, speaking divine feminine. And there is the King of Pentacles who sees this female here, who sees this feminine here, like, I need to be serious about this because I am not going to have this person walk through my door ever again. So I got to get it right. I got to be doing the honorable thing here, and I got to be serious because this is an offer for an empress, not a page, not a knight, not even a queen. It's for a frickin' empress. And this person knows this offer better be the shit offer. It better be the offer of all offers. Otherwise, I'm going home alone. And this has been a thing, especially for the masculine. Why it's the oscillation? I don't know, man. Is this offer good enough? It's like I need to step it up. I really need to put a lot of hard work and effort into this offer because what I've been offering her before just wasn't cutting it. But that was because the female, the feminine was not divine feminine Christ. She wasn't embodying and integrating into everyday life. So the offer she was getting were in alignment with her vibration then. I just had a massive epiphany about that. So some of you, you're getting like these like offers. Are you in this? Are you in this energy all day, every day? Ask yourself. So somebody here is like, nah, man. This is the offer of all offers. And the Empress knows this. Is this person going to take responsibility? Are they going to understand their role as Divine Masculine Christ? Did they heal? Have they learned their lessons like I have? Are they in their power too? This is not just about an offer of love, people. This is offer about life here. So, for those of you who are radiating this, and you didn't complain about how long something was going to take, you are really manifesting some serious shit. And there's some stuff coming to you, you have no clue that you were getting. Patience is always exceptionally rewarded along with that unwavering faith and trust in God, in others. Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? We're looking into what is coming to you that you don't see. What is coming to Aquarius that they don't see, Holy Spirit? Archangels, galactic families, Pleiadian Syrians, please and thank you. You want like the top of the top. It's like a Top Gun, the best of the best. You want these like incredible offers. You better be in the vibration to attract them. Plain and simple. Akasha, this keeps coming up too. Your guidance is divinely guided. Wow, trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Did I say something to niggle? What is irking you here? What is getting to you in here? Some of you, what's also coming to you, it's a leveling up with regards to your gifts. Remember that Queen of Pentacles that we saw with the psychic gifts and things like that, your intuition. Some of you, it's being heightened. But remember, that's like you, like putting in the hard work, working on yourself in all aspects of the word. This is also about what's coming to you, your guides, your angels, your ancestors. They're stepping in. The doorway is open for them to come in, but you've got to cross through that psychedelic door to receive their help. If you've been asking for it and your guides have been sending it to you, especially through people, it's your choice whether to work with those people to accept that help or not. Especially if you prayed for it. Okay? If you've been praying for help, provisions, resources from somebody, and it doesn't have to be your Massey, but some of you it is, and this person comes in to provide for you, you are slapping God in the face because he's blessing you with this person, with these resources, whatever it is you're asking for help with. And you don't want to forgive? I've given you all these chances. You took too long? The blessing comes in and you want to give it back? Oh, no. Return to sender. Oh, be careful with that. You pray for something, you ask for something, and then it comes to you in more ways than one. It's bigger than you expected, and you want to push it, return to sender, because you couldn't be patient, because it took too long to get to you. This could even be about things in the physical, guys. Packages coming to you and you're impatient. Oh, this was supposed to get here 5 years ago, or like it's supposed to get here yesterday. Offers, gifts, even learning. I don't want to take that time to learn. I don't want to take that time to become the Empress. Don't. God's not going to bless you magnanimously if you can't be patient, you can't put in the work. He doesn't work that way, right? You can pray and have faith and dream and do rituals and meditations all you want, but you're not doing the hard-ass work, it ain't coming. You have to understand that your guidance is being divinely guided. You trust that niggle. Your heart space is telling you to wake up. You've been getting those messages. You've been getting those calls here. It's time to heed the call. And you have reinforcements coming in through the physical realm and the spiritual realm, the angelic realm. But they're waiting for you to accept the help, to walk through the door, because when you do, then they'll be like, okay, I accept the help, let's go do this type of thing. What is a niggling feeling trying to tell you? Trust your intuition, Aquarius. Wow. Birthing a new age. Look at this, the Empress energy. I said you're birthing something into the physical. Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. This is also about you tapping into your feminine energy and creating. Tapping into your sacral chakra and creating things. But also taking action on those things. You have this idea, you have this creative whatever, and you put it into the physical. No matter what that is for you. Your intuition saying, hey, start this, do that, try to do that. Like, I don't know what to do. How do I put this into the physical? You connect with your guides, or you just put some action, some plan into action, right? The methodical plans, the planning, practicality here, putting plans in, doing things with it, and you just taking it day by day, step by step, new kids on the block. It's like, you are just doing this step by step, one day at a time. Okay, let me just add this idea, add this, okay, let me just put it into paper. Aquarius, you guys are the innovators. don't freak out about how am I going to put this in, how am I going to make this work? How am I going to actually see a tangible thing of this? Just start getting going on it, write it down, and watch. You ask for God, you ask your spirit team for help, for resources, whatever, and they will come in. You just gotta do something with it. And you've got to be patient, and you've got to take your time. But you really, that niggle, what's coming to you here, that you don't see. Some of you are not trusting your intuition here. Because something you've been feeling for a long time hasn't been manifesting, but for some of you, the time is now for that, because you're now birthing it into the physical. You're birthing new creations. You're birthing that thing that you have worked so hard to attract. The Empress is fully understanding of the law of attraction. What she's vibrating at is what she attracts. Dreaming a new world into being. Again, Aquarius energy. You've got that community here. That's you guys. New ways of, I don't know, creating communities or bringing people together. That's humanity. It's Aquarius energy. Guys, you have that ability. It's a gift you've been given. Use it. Don't worry about how it's going to materialize. Just do something with it. But there are those of you who've put in the work. Something new is beginning. And they want me to read that card. And again, with whatever help God, your angels, your ancestors are sending you, you pray for the help. Why are you pushing it away? Often our path is exactly the one that we don't feel prepared to walk. Walk it anyway. Often what is rising feels far bigger than we could possibly hold. Be a container for it anyway. Often our creations seem to have a wild, uncontrollable consciousness of their own. Birth them anyway. Often what is ours to do is the very thing that most intimidates us. Be courageous and do it anyway. We are birthing a new age. You guys are new age. It's Aquarius. And I did say something about divination, about tarot, about psychics. It seems like a lot of us are being called to do things differently with an innovative thing with divination, with tarot, with what a psychic is. It's not just about helping people, it's about teaching. Okay? They look at tarot as new age, but for me, it's not. It's a new way of healing. It's a new way of teaching. It's a new way of getting people to come to God. That is what I have been called to do. And a lot of you are being called to do the same thing in whatever capacity, or it could be something about healing people differently through art, through music, whatever. Innovation is your strong suit here, Aquarius. Do it anyway. Whatever that far-fetched idea is, whatever your niggle is telling you, I don't know about that. Do it anyway. Right now, we're in a transition period between ages, in the process of allowing the old cycle to fall away and the new one to rise. Like driving in the fog and trusting the road will appear ahead, we need to release old identities in ways that no longer serve us, using our intuition as a compass. You are part of a group of souls who have been incarnating at significant periods of history, preparing for this exact time. Dreaming a new world into being. Magdalene sisters, daughters of Isis, Essenes, priestesses, witches, mystics, healers, seers, artists, midwives, visionaries, guardians of the earth, and storytellers from times past. It is time to give permission and space for what is beckoning within to be born. We are dreaming a new world into being, and you are part of this calling. It's not going to look like what everybody does. And some people are going to look at you like you're a weirdo because Aquarius are the weirdos, but who gives a shit? You're a weirdo for a reason. When when you step through that door, watch. Later on, in your mission, when you answer that calling, how much change you're going to make on this planet. All right, let's get guidance for you. Don't forget the extended for your love reading for May 2023 is in the link below. Go to CapellaWellness.com and check out extended videos. You can even look at all the other extended videos for the other placements if you want to know. Because remember, if you're Aquarius Sun, you may not be strong with your Aquarius Sun at this time with regards to love. Keep that in mind, okay? We're going to look into the energy surrounding your love situation, what's coming to you in love, how your person's feeling about you, what guidance we have with your love situation, and we're also going to get messages from your person with my own creation, my Unspoken Words deck. This is a freaking powerful deck. It has 2 bonus cards in here. If you get 2 of the bonus cards in a reading at the same time, you're part of that new age thing. The connection being incredibly impactful. Okay. There's 80 cards in there. Those 2 cards come out. That's a huge sign for you. Even if they don't, at some point they'll come out. But still, if you even get one of those high vibrational cards, there's a huge message for you there. And you're supposed to intuitively understand what those bonus cards mean, because I do not tell you what those bonus cards mean. That is for you to interpret. It is for sale. Link in the description box below. It changes the game. And every time I freaking use it, and I'm going to be using that in the extended, I see things that I've never seen before, and I get these powerful messages, and it's the most glorious thing. Be strong. When trouble seems to be brewing near, your inner strength will keep you clear. Stay the course, all right? Don't give up. Slow and steady wins the race. Perseverance, diligence. That inner strength there with that pentacle energy. Animal healing, okay. No matter the creature, earth, sky, or sea, animals show us how true love can be. This makes me miss my cat. My cat's still with my sister. Animals are here to be of service to humans. Okay? They are healers for us. They're just not some commodity. They're just not to be going around as an accessory. They're freaking healers. Okay? And they teach us a lot. Trust me. My own cat, at the time she was with me, she even taught me a lot about myself. And she would send me messages. That was the crazy part of it. When my gifts elevated, they became more advanced, I was able to get messages from her. It's crazy. So maybe some of you have a calling of animal healing. That could be for somebody specific. If that's you, do it, Aquarius. If you have an innovative idea with regards to animal healing, oh my God, oh shit. I just got something for myself. Okay. Do it. That's not going to be for everybody. That's for some of you. This is also saying for others of you, perhaps you're being called to adopt a pet. I highly encourage adopting. I don't really like the purchasing, but again, I can't tell you what to do. Something about adopting a pet or spending more time with animals. You can even something about a horse farm or going to the zoo more often. I don't know. Whatever this is for you, whatever your niggle's telling you about this card, trust in it. Fairy wings. In the forest, small lights glow. Those are fairies flying low. It's like light shines in places that we don't expect here. Okay, Aquarius? Could also be that little light. This is a light of mine. I'm going to let it shine. But this is more like your inner light. It's like part of your intuition niggling at you. Hey, look in the grass. Look down here. Don't look up there. Don't look to your left or your right. There's something about looking beneath you. Those small things like light, those small messages that you may be ignoring. There is something about lightning bugs, okay? That may be significant for somebody here. Maybe it's a sign and synchronicity. And we're having summer come up, so there could be something about during the summer you see lightning bugs, or there's some significance for you with lightning bugs. They could be trying to tell you something. Sunrise. Every sunrise sings a song. Don't worry, be happy, just sing along. Here's Bob Marley showing up in the reading. Does he have Aquarius in his chart somewhere? I don't know. Singing songs. Okay, I did say something about music. Okay, innovation with music. Look at Bob Marley. He was a huge innovator with music. But listen to the songs, the lyrics that he made. Empowering people. Getting people to be happier, right? Music is great for manifesting. It also helps us to raise our vibration. The happy kind, not the soft, sulky kind, not the angry kind that makes you want to go throw chairs at walls. None of that. No, not that type of music, okay? You have nothing to worry about. The sun always sets to rise, right? We're all going to go through these cycles. It's always darkest before the dawn. Every sunrise sings a song. This is also about, like, at the end of the day, reflect on what has transpired. Reflect on maybe how much you've grown, or what you've been patient with, or how much hard work you put into something. And pat yourself on the back for it. Woo! No wonder they wanted me to listen to that song before this, because I needed all the energy in the world for that one. So, Aquarius, I hope this helped you. If you need me for a personal reading, I'm available. All information in the description box. If you want to learn more about me, check out my website. Go to CapellaWellness.com. If you feel drawn to my communities that are part of my Capella memberships, I highly recommend you check those out. Every membership has a different tier, okay? It is well worth the investment. I promise you that, okay? I do members-only live readings that are very insightful, very impactful, okay? A lot of my daily guidance videos, my weekly astrology reports, that's a separate subscription if you're interested in the astrology to help you navigate what's going on with the astrology and all these things. That's part of this too, okay? I'm knocking the sign over. There's a whole bunch of other perks depending on the tiers. I even have coaching that are part of the membership tiers. If you guys do the math and you're really niggling, it's niggling at you to get coaching, some of those memberships have the coaching, okay? Do the math. You get more bang for your buck, okay? I'm here as a mission to help rise people up, to get to the Empress energy, to get closer to God, all that stuff. And I do things very differently, as you all know, okay? I'm supposed to. I'm not supposed to do it like everybody else. I'm not supposed to do divination like everybody else. That is not me. But anyway, you have any questions about that? I am having a spring sale, 10% off all of my individual services, spring 10 for the coupon code to check out. All of the spring codes are in the description box below. If you want to get a package, I have coaching packages, okay, where you can schedule your coaching services in advance. Those already have discounts, okay, because you get 3 or more readings in a package, depending what package you get. I have 10% off my packages too, so you're going to get additional 10% off those packages. That coupon code is in the description box below, okay? That will last through all of spring, so you still have a couple of months to take advantage of that coupon code, and there is no limit to how many times you can use that coupon, by the way, okay? It will end in spring, but if you feel like you need to use it 5 times, by all means, go ahead and use it 5 times. There's no limitation to how many times you can use the coupon, whether it's for the package or for individual services or a combination of both. All right. If you have any questions about me, about this, about my services, about whatever, do not hesitate to ask me. Yes, you're like, oh my God, she's very honest. If I ask her something, she's going to tell me something I kind of don't want to hear. But listen to me. it will benefit you in the long run, because truth is everything. So if you've been wanting to reach out to me for something, and you've been wanting me to ask some questions about stuff or whatever it is, I'm going to give you an honest answer, because if I don't, I'm not doing my job as an earth angel, as a light worker, as a starseed. Okay? I'm a big proponent of trying to get you to this high vibrational state, to have that peace in your life, to get you closer to God. Watch how everything just miraculously flows in your life, okay? All right, Aquarius, that concludes your reading. I'm going to move over on to the extended now, so I will see you there. But if this is where I leave you, thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today and always. I send you so, so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.